Welcome back to Just You and Me. I'm Donna.
And I am Adam.
I'm glad to be back with you.
Yes, this is the second week together again, and I enjoy seeing your face in person.
Really?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
I don't know. I'm sick of me.
Well, then...
I look at myself all day.
Well, of course you do. I mean, that's kind of your job. I don't look at myself all day.
I think you... Yes, you do.
I do?
I'm sure you're constantly looking at yourself in the mirror.
Why would I constantly look at myself?
I just have a feeling that you're always... I mean, you're not. You're not someone that looks in the mirror constantly. Do you have a mirror face?
What does that mean? Mirror face?
You don't have a mirror face?
What is a mirror face? What?
Yeah, you do.
I don't know what you're... I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean? Is that a face? Wait, a face that you make when you look in the mirror?
Everyone has a mirror face. You definitely have a mirror face.
What does that mean?
Lance has an insane mirror face.
Okay.
Every time I catch Lance, I'm going to ask Lauren next time I see her what your mirror face is. So every time I can't catch Lance looking in the mirror, he pulls it's like a Zoolander situation.
Ah, okay. Like, what was it?
It's like a little pursed lips, like.
Yes. I don't know. What's yours?
And he loves it. Like, he looks in the mirror wherever he catches a mirror wherever he goes.
Hair flip.
I mean, he doesn't have hair to flip, but like if he did, he would.
What's yours?
I don't have a mirror face.
You just said I did, so why won't you?
I just think it's more like men that are obsessed with themselves.
Okay, hold on. Okay, there's so much to unpack here. Mm-hmm. Starting with, why do you think I'm obsessed with myself?
I don't know. I just feel like you probably sing to yourself in the mirror or something. Do you sing in the shower?
I don't. Well, sometimes. Yeah, I do listen to music in the shower. I do have a
shower playlist.
Not playlist. Whatever I'm feeling, but I'll sing along with it.
Okay. Does Lauren make you lower the music constantly?
Of course.
Okay, so it's not just in my house.
No. Why? Oh, you do that too?
I get very annoyed with music in my house. Like, it's loud.
Is it Lance or the kids?
Lance.
Okay, so whenever I do the dishes, so Lauren cooks all the time, and the kind of agreement that we came up with, she does pretty much all the cooking, so I will do the dishes. I will turn on music. And
AirPods.
No. Sometimes I do it. But I need to hear the music over the running water.
AirPods.
Why do you have to limit me to AirPods? Why can't I feel free?
Because you can hear everything so much better when it's directly in your ear rather than through all the music and the noise and the sound of the rut. Like, I can listen to a podcast so much better when it's in my ear versus over ambient noise.
Yeah, podcasts I get. Fine. I need music. I need loud.
So now everyone has to hear. You litter the air with your music. So everyone in your house has to hear your choice of music.
It's 15 minutes of yacht rock. People get over it.
Okay, yacht rock is not the worst thing.
Okay.
What if it's a song that no one wants to hear? Do you force them into it?
Well, I definitely do that. There's a lot of that goes on.
Well, where are your kids during these 15 minutes?
Usually bathing. So I wait until they go there. But then, I'm already 3/4 done with dishes and the music is still on.
Okay, so this makes a little bit more sense. You're somewhat alone.
Yeah.
It's not like everyone's forced into the same room.
No.
And has to, suffer.
Well, Lauren...
You're kind of talking past your mic. Donna.
Oh. I'm talking past it now.
Yeah, you're like this.
Well, it's too close, maybe.
There you go.
So...
Wait. Now I have to go back. So it's not like everyone is in your space and they have to suffer through the music that you're forcing them. Like, Brandy, you're a fine girl.
Right. Well, Lauren will be walking around, and there's certain artists and music she just can't handle that I'm playing, and that's where I get into trouble.
And then sometimes does she just love it and then stops and comes up to you behind you while you're washing dishes and she twirls you around and then you guys break out into a song and then you take some bubbles and you throw them on her and you're like, I love our life?
No. That never happens. Although we do, when the girls are done with bathing and then again their pajamas, we will have dance parties.
That's cute.
We will come in. They will come in, and the four of us will sit in our very small galley kitchen and dance around.
We used to have those. Remember, Lance? We used to have those dance parties. It's like so sad when the kids grow up.
They don't want to do it anymore.
No. Oh my God, I'm actually going to cry.
Don't cry.
It's actually really sad. Do you ever see those? I mean, I don't know how much time you're spending on TikTok, but like those TikTok Instagrams where they have those, you know, it's like a 10-second clip of like a teen girl or a teen boy. And then it's like, now this is what they do. And then it goes back to how they were when they were like 5 and they were obsessed with their mom, but now they're just so annoyed with their mom. I feel like that's where we are, at least with one of our kids. But no, I can't get my kids to have a dance party with me.
We went for the 4th. We went to this food festival, and there was a DJ playing and all my kids wanted to do was dance with me, just dance around, and it was very adorable. So I still have that in my life. I'm sorry I'm making you cry by saying that.
How old are they?
9 and 6.
Okay. I feel like I could still get Oliver to do it.
Okay.
I feel like Oliver's at the very edge of the dance party. And the 6-year-old, for sure, you've got years. And they're also girls.
Yeah, I think that adds a couple more years.
But I can't wait until they're 12 and we're going to have this conversation. They're going to say, no, we don't dance with mom. We don't dance with dad. Because I was just at the so for our 4th of July, we were also at an event. It was my sister belongs to a country club. So it was also like a festival, but at a country club. And they had a whole kids section, also DJ and festival type, you know, games or whatever. And then tons of tables, food, whatever, bartenders. And Lance and I were kind of walking around saying hi to lots of adults that we knew. And at some point we saw Dylan, and he found his 7th grade, going into 7th grade friends. And we were like, hey guys, hey. And I pulled Dylan. I was like, Dylan, you know, this is blank's parents. And did you know that their kids are going to camp? And he's like, yeah, Mom, I talk to them. I'm not like stupid. I know how to have conversation. What is wrong with you? And like kept walking. I mean, they literally, I'm so embarrassing. Like they don't want to talk to us. They don't want to hang out with us. Not the younger one, the older one.
Yeah, I get, you know, I feel like Bellamy, who's the older one, has hit the sort of tween, like getting there to be, she's not embarrassed, but she gives the attitude, and she does these, there's a lot of talking back when there never was. There's a lot of moods, a lot of attitude, and it's scaring the shit out of me because she's 9.
Girls, I think, get it real early.
I know.
I know. It's really crazy. So I went out with some girlfriends, moms that are at my kids' school, and we had a little Jewish geography moment where
nice.
I went out with one of them who I just met because she's starting at the school that I go to. And remember, my kids go to a Jewish school. And she goes, oh my God, I went to high school with Adam Newman. Remember we talked about this?
Yes.
Everyone I know knows Adam Newman.
Yeah, it's true.
I thought you were going to say, who's Adam Newman?
No.
I was like, what?
Come on.
Why do you know everyone? Like, why do you know all the Jews in Los Angeles?
I think it's basically because my upbringing was so Jewy. Like, everything I did was super Jewy, especially in the Valley, right? Because I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, and there was a large...
Northridge?
I really hope we don't edit that out, but I really kind of do want to edit that out.
What up, Northridge?
Oh, good. You did it twice, so we're not going to edit out both.
Is there like a Northridge thing?
No, there's not. Whatever the fuck that was. Just do it again.
Northridge.
That's an M.
Northridge.
That's L.A. We could spend the rest of the hour you trying to figure out a hand signal for Northridge.
I'm going to do something about it.
I know you are. So let's... You've just
I
thrown
already
up,
got canceled.
How many gang symbols have you just thrown up right there? Let's not do that. Yeah, I did, I did, obviously Hebrew school. I did Jewish sleepaway camp. I was in a Jewish youth group growing up. And then extended into college, I was in a Jewish fraternity. So I was super Jewy with all the stuff I did growing up. And I think because of that, I just know every Jewish person.
And you like hooked up with all of them, I bet.
Many.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of...
You got around as a teen.
Yes, I did. It's funny. Just real quick side note. My daughter Bellamy today was like, hold on, no, I'll say
this really did. I did not expect you to bring up your daughter. Right
You'll
now.
understand why. My daughter Bellamy is like, I haven't listened to your podcast in a few weeks, and then you're saying this stuff. I'm like, this is exactly why you haven't listened to my podcast. Which is fine. I don't mind talking about it.
We can't talk about the fact that you dated. You just dated. You didn't do anything with these girls. You just went to the library with them.
Okay, she's not going to listen to it, so you don't have to. Library?
Why?
I didn't go to the library by myself.
Why? Bellamy, he just went and read he went and read the Torah.
You were about to say the Bible. Wow.
He went and read the Torah.
Just what and me? Just
Christianity and me.
No.
He went and read the Torah. Every single date. Well, I don't know. I mean, I just knew you only when you were 16, so I don't know how you were before that or after that. But I mean, I kind of knew after that, but we fell off a little bit after a few years. But yeah, at 16, you were singing your way through life, literally dancing through life.
It's true. And that's what you knew me when we went to Israel. And listen, I hooked up with people throughout high school, but let's talk about Israel, shall we? And the hookups that happened there, because you shouldn't feel so innocent yourself, my dear.
Listen, it was my first time ever experiencing camp. I never, ever went to, number one, I never went to sleepaway camp, and I also really never went to day camp.
That's right.
I don't know how my mom did it, too, now having kids. How did she live with me at home every summer?
Yeah, I know people that do this, and it's beyond me.
I mean, I just watched a lot of TV, because it's not like she kept me busy. Like, we went on a vacation every summer. We always went somewhere. We would go to Israel. We would go to Europe. We would go to Mexico. We would go to like really cool trips. Every single year we would do one cool trip. I always remember that. And they weren't crazy fancy. We would go to cool places, but it's not like we would stay in these like high, luxury places. But
highfalutin?
Sure. Whatever that means. But we would have these great memories, and I do remember that. But that's 1 week, 2 weeks. Like, what would she do with us for the rest? I truly believe I was raised by Saved by the Bell. Like, I don't know what else I did.
Bellamy didn't go to camp today, and Lauren was literally just texting me before we started this saying she can't stay home.
Yeah,
like it's
tough.
She needs to be like I more power to them. I know some people can't afford camp.
Yeah, so
this is what they have to do. But I cannot understand how somebody is able to take care of their kids every single day, 24 hours a day during the summer.
But I think we were just raised in a different time where either we kept ourselves busier or we...
Oh, I kept myself busy with Jewish girls.
My God.
Yep.
My God.
Yep.
Well... So yes, that was my first time ever getting away. And it was like I felt the need to, just get wild.
Okay, that's fair.
It was fun.
It was fun.
And there's something really, really cool about being across the world from everything you know. And just being amongst young people.
Yeah.
Warm weather. Like everyone is just... They're literally in their prime. 16, 17 years old. Are you joking? How can you put a bunch of 16 and 17-year-old boys and girls in a place where they hardly have adult supervision and not expect them all to hook up?
You can't. And even when I went to summer camp before we went to Israel, it was the same thing. You're a ball of freaking hormones, and all you want to do is experience life and, hook up with who you're going to hook up with. And that's what happened in Israel.
Is this awkward with Lance in the room? Lance, how do you feel about us talking about this?
Not awkward at all.
No?
Not at all.
I would do this. If Lauren was in Lance's seat, I'd be having the same conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't find it weird at all because it's number one. I mean, I don't care. I can talk openly about this. I lost my virginity in college. So like I was actually a pretty prude girl. I definitely had fun and like was making out with a lot of guys, but I wasn't, it wasn't like I was sleeping around. No, I don't think any of us were sleeping around.
There?
I
mean, there
none of our
must have
crew,
been.
but none of like our circle.
No, we were hooking up, but I don't think it was like,
It was like making out.
a little bit more than that. But yes.
But the thing is, I mean, I had crushes on almost every single one of them. I wasn't just like, there was a couple that I think were just random kisses, but it was so fun. And it was so dramatic too, because every day felt like a year.
Yep.
You meet someone and then 2 days later you feel like you've known them your whole life.
Yeah, because you're spending so much time with them, and you're in this very unique kind of, I don't want to use the word romantic, but it's different than just.
There was a lot of time sitting on the grass at the kibbutz
Yes.
gezer. And we would just like sit on the grass. I remember like there would be times you and I, or you and like myself and girlfriends or guys, whatever, where we would just like sit on the grass and like talk or like kick a ball or like, I don't even know what we would do. Walk, play the guitar. I didn't play the guitar. Like smoke a cigarette.
You did that.
I did do that.
And then came me, and you fell in love with me.
I did not.
And I had my braces.
I can't talk about it.
Why? Is the braces or me?
Can't. All of it.
Oh, God damn it.
All of it.
Why?
It's just uncomfortable to talk about.
Can we spend the rest of the hour talking about why it's uncomfortable?
No, okay, there's so many, because it's fake news.
What's fake news?
I never fell in love.
Okay, the love, okay, fine. Hyperbole.
I chose you out of desperation.
That's, wow. I feel bad for Dave. If what was he if I was desperation?
He was the one I should have chosen at the end of the day.
Too bad.
Sorry,
Chose
Dave.
me.
But no, because you were the worst choice for me. Number one, I got smitten by your voice,
Yep.
and then you dropped me after 2 days.
No, I was maybe 3.
So we were at the country club the other day, and they had
God.
the last names of all the families on all the tables.
Oh, God.
And there was a last name of the girl you left me for
Yes.
right next to us. And I was like, if her family shows up with her, but I think that her family is not a country club family, if you know what I mean. They're more of a Topanga family,
Yes.
like
but if
a
they were there, I would have
hippy
shown
dippy
up.
family.
Yes.
So yeah, Adam, we don't need to get into the whole story, but Adam told me he had a crush on me. And I said, okay, fine. After a few days, because I actually liked someone else.
God damn it, fine.
But I said, okay. And then literally days later, he was like, I don't like you anymore. And I was left in the dust. And you wonder why I have abandonment issues. First my dad, and now you.
Wow.
And poor Lance has to deal with that now.
I didn't realize that this was a therapy session.
It is. Call John Elliott. We need to bring him in, our couples therapist. He needs to come in here.
No.
Come on, he
For
needs to
me?
work for just you and me.
There you go. What's his name?
I'm not going to give him a
Is he Jewish?
No. No way.
But I want him.
He officiated a
Cowboy wedding.
cowboy wedding.
He wore a cowboy hat.
Well, I want him now to come on Just You and Me and work on this.
We could bring in our rabbi that officiated our wedding.
I was thinking about that.
He was
asking mine, too.
he was also a talent manager that used to pitch.
What is this? Is the most LA story I've ever fucking heard.
I freaking can't believe that is actually who married us. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said this out loud. Lance and I got married by a rabbi who also was a talent manager who used to pitch his clients to me as a casting director, and I used to hire his clients. And on the side, he was a rabbi that would marry people, and he married us.
So,
Rabbi Craig Wyckoff.
does he still do both of these things?
You know, I don't know. I think I'm not friends with him on Facebook anymore. Are you?
So
Nice-
bring him on.
nice
Now
guy.
that's fascinating.
No, thanks.
Why?
I don't know.
All right.
It's awkward.
I think he's retired.
From which? Is he?
Maybe both.
He's retired from both. Well, I will tell you that he is a okay, so anyway, back to our couples therapy. So you chose someone else, you moved on real fast, left me in the dust.
But she rejected me too, by the way. When
The
I
other
moved on
girl.
to her. Yes.
Yeah.
I moved on to her and then she rejected me. Which is karma. I get it. And you know what? I deserved it.
Yes, you do.
And keep in mind, this was an 8-week trip. This was just like 2 weeks into the trip. All of this drama. Like, that's it. So there was like 6 more weeks of fun.
I feel like it was 3 days into the trip.
I could have been.
It was a wild time, but it was such an experience. And I mean, summer camp is so fun. My kids are going to 3 weeks of summer camp next week. I have to pack them unless I get my husband to help me. Are you going to help me, Lance?
Nope.
What? You're going to admit that out loud? That's embarrassing.
So you mentioned that I do a lot of things with my kids. That's one of the things I don't do is the packing. I'm not. It's
the worst
seems
thing
to fall
in
on
the
Lauren.
world.
And we have Bellamy is going to sleepaway camp for 10 days.
First time?
No, it'll be second time. She's going for 10 days in 2 weeks. So it'll be the same thing. There's going to be a lot of just running around. But she's like a ball of anxiety. It's very much, it's like she has that Jewish anxiety already. And she's like, it's 2 weeks away and she cannot stop stressing over going to camp for 10 days.
But she's nervous to go. She's nervous to be there. She's scared she's going to want to come home. Like
All of it. She went last year for a shorter amount of time. But it's like she turns our house upside down because she's nervous. So
we have one of those.
do you?
Oh my God, an anxious kid.
Yeah.
But he's very excited to go.
Oh, she is too. It's just very much like, it's just the nerves and the anxiety of being away and change of pace and all of that stuff. But it's exciting. It's a Jewish camp. You're going. It's not the
It's
same.
not the same
as
Jewish
yours.
camp, but it's local.
It's local.
Like you can drive there.
Yes. And what I thought was really cool is that I grew up going to Camp Hess Kramer, and they had a song leader. Like after you have
Of course
dinner,
they did, and you probably are the song leader.
what was that?
You're probably the song leader.
That's very cute. No, they after dinner, you do some prayers after
Sing
you
'em.
eat. Not right now, and then you do camp songs.
Yeah.
Right. The song leader was this guy Robbo. Okay, ROBBO, and this was, I don't know, what is it at this point, 30 years ago that I went to camp. Over 30 years ago. I come to find out that Bellamy, who is going to this other Jewish camp, Robbo is her song leader, which I think is fascinating.
A different Robbo?
Different, no, same Robbo, different camp. Like he's been doing
He's following
this.
the Newmans.
He's been doing this for, over 30 years at this point.
Does it pay well?
I don't know. I can't be the best pay, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe he just really enjoys it.
Now, when we went to Israel for Ulpan, after we ate, I don't remember, did we go to like the prayer area at the kibbutz, or did we just stand in the cafeteria and sing?
We stood in the cafeteria and sang.
And did we sing before we ate or after?
I think we may have done something before, but then we did the beer cot afterwards.
And how does that go again? What's the beginning of it?
Honestly, I would sing that if I can freaking remember.
Is
I
that the
can't.
one, Have I Never Asked?
Yes, good.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's okay, this is weird. By the way, what I do remember, I remember flying back from Israel on our trip.
I remember this so well.
And we're such obnoxious Americans
It
because
was amazing, though.
we had our meal that they served us on El Al, and then all of us got up and yelled and sang the beer cot as loud as humanly possible, which was amazing when you're,
16.
a 16-year-old, but when you're Orthodox man over there who's
Just trying to get
just
some shut-eye.
right, just shut eye between davening, like he's not gonna, he doesn't like it.
Oh my God. How much do you think they hated us?
Of course they hated
we
us.
were 100 16-year-olds standing up singing at the loudest way we possibly could, and we all did the Le'olam Ba'eh Baruch Atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech. Oh my God, we did all the claps, we did all the things.
Yes, and it's so loud. And why would anybody who is on that flight?
Rachamim.
Oh, you do remember some of it.
I want to know the whole song. Like I want to sing it every day of my life.
Oh, is this going to be a tradition where
Honestly, we had I love that was me.
you, Lance, Oliver, and Dylan are going to sing it after dinner?
But honestly, when I look back at like some of my favorite parts of that experience, it was those things.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like it was so fun to sing that all together, and we like had fun doing it. I don't know why. It was exciting and fun to sing that as a group every day. I don't know why those things pop into my mind.
I don't know. It was a ritual thing.
It was
right?
a ritual.
We did it at sleepaway camp every single day, right? So for my 7 years of sleepaway camp, that's what we did. And then when we got to Israel, I realized we were going to do it after every meal. So anybody who went to sleepaway camp didn't have to be the same one as mine, but everybody knew that that was the song and that was what we did. So everybody was excited about it, but I love that you had never done it before, and it's still.
I had to learn it all.
You had to learn it, and now you look back on it fondly.
Yeah. Can I admit something? I still don't know the words to Hatikva.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know it. How do I learn it?
The internet.
Like just Google it and just like stare at it?
Yeah. Well, that's another interesting thing about how we were brought up, because we used to sing it at Hebrew school.
Yeah, I never learned it.
And it's which is weird too, because your family is Israeli. My family's not Israeli at all, but we learned it in Hebrew school and we sang it still to this day when I take my kids to Hebrew school and I sit in synagogue for like an hour with them, we will sing it there too. So I still ever so often sing it.
Yeah, I wish I knew it because it's such a beautiful song. But I know like parts of it, but I don't know every word. So I always feel like I'm like half singing it. I'm that person that's
it's an easy one.
Okay, I'm going to have to learn it.
Google it.
That's an Israeli independence song.
Yes.
So in terms of, and you know, I have to say, it's been so heavy on my heart this week with, speaking of camp, everything in Texas. I mean, what a sad week. Because we're sending our kids to camp, and it's like, you can't help but think about it.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, having kids drown at camp is
in such a way.
I know. It is so sad. Like everything that's going on there.
The fact that we're recording this on Wednesday. The fact that they, as of today, still have like over 100 people missing is so devastating and so massive and so crazy. But to see the reality of like how fast that water came in and how fast that must have just overtaken them, that they didn't, because like when it first came out, the news, I was thinking like, oh, maybe in some like weird way they grabbed onto something and they're like floating away. So it happened so fast and it was so destructive so fast that the only hope I can have for these children, and for honestly everyone that got caught up in this nightmare, is that it happened so fast that they didn't even know which way was up.
Yeah, and it's
because I can't even imagine the fear for these children.
But it's something so foreign to us because living in LA, we don't have
floods.
Weather like that. We have flooding, but it's never flooding that's going to be an issue the way it is there. Those torrential downpours are absurd, and the way everything happens is crazy. We don't have that in LA.
But you know what I do want to say about this, and this is how I can kind of connect it to, you know, just you and me and Israel and Jewish and everything, is how fast this all became a blame situation so fast in one corner of the internet, which reminded me a lot of what happened with the fires here in LA. Mm-hmm. And also how fast it reminded me of October 7th. Mm-hmm. And how quickly a narrative can kind of be created on the internet. So 2 seconds after this happened, not even 2 seconds, as kids were still literally getting dragged out of the water, there was a whole corner of the internet blaming, you know, Doge, Trump, Christianity, white people. I mean, the craziest thing on one side of the internet, which here in LA after the fires, immediately people were blaming, certain politics and why was the water this and why. And I mean, I admit I kind of was too, because I felt like there was a lot of oversight there.
Right.
But also there wasn't so much death. Like there was just destruction, but there wasn't such heavy amounts of kids dying.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
It felt like so insensitive to go after such, while there was so much death. And then in Israel, of course, how fast they went immediately to blame Israel and Jews on October 8th. It's such a crazy thing that we're doing right now in the social media landscape where everyone's so quick to blame when there's such tragedy.
Yeah, because it's interesting because when we think about, and it's very much a social media thing, right? Because when we think about 9/11, when 9/11 happened, we didn't have social media. It wasn't something that we were continuously looking at and having all this information in front of us and trying to blame people. Yes, we had an idea of who we thought it could be, but it wasn't. It was more everybody banding together to figure out, hey, who did this? We need to go after them. And it was more of a unification thing than anything. Now, when we have these tragedies, it's always divisive. It is always something that divides us, and it's completely messed up that we are, between the news and social media, we are divided when it comes to all of these things.
Wait, this is so interesting. And Lance, you have a mic near you, right?
Yeah.
So Lance, I just noticed that actually. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
With the mic?
Yeah, that he has a mic near him now. So it's just you and me and Lance.
Oh, perfect.
I like it.
Gotta get a little tiny Lance.
Just throw a Lance in there, yeah. So Lance, because Lance, I remember when we just met, he would tell me about all these conspiracy theories about 9/11. Not that he believed them, but that there were out there. I was not aware of them because I was not on. So you're right. Social media was not a thing. How do you feel about that in terms of? Because I'm just so curious, and we can all three talk about that. But do you think if social media was a thing after 9/11, would people immediately blame the U.S. or immediately blame George Bush or immediately blame the Jews or what do you think the reaction would be different than it really was? How much healthier was it that there wasn't social media for America?
I mean, it was healthier. I mean, it was a much better time because, again, we didn't have all of this. Everybody, your opinion mattered to you and their close personal friends around you. You couldn't just say shit that went over the internet and talk to people. You couldn't become an influencer and talk to people and have all this stuff. So even these conspiracy theories that you're saying that Lance brought up, all of these things, we didn't know about right after 9/11. We found those on, months, years, all of that.
The Alex Jones guys.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. That didn't happen until, years after when YouTube was starting to grow and people were, recording themselves and putting them on YouTube talking about these things and broadcasting that to everybody else. You didn't have that. So it would be interesting if 9/11 happened now. I think there's a combination of things though, or if it's different. If 9/11 happened now, then there would be a huge divide right now of whose fault it was and all that. Now, social
video evidence
right.
of what happened.
But if social media was was happening during 9/11, that may be different because I feel like this country is already so divided. 9/11, our country wasn't that divided as much as we see it now.
But I think that's because
correct. It's
we didn't know that there were other people out there feeding the beast.
Exactly. So I'm glad that social media was not there during 9/11 because I think when 9/11 happened, as horrible as it was, those months afterwards were unbelievable. Just watching the Yankees play after it was the World Series, or they went to the playoffs, they got into the World Series, they lost the World Series good because fuck the Yankees, but I think they lost to the Diamondbacks that year. Anyway, Lance will correct me, but it was still very inspirational, and seeing that there was that big concert that they did at Madison Square Garden to support the victims and the firefighters and all that. There was none of that talk about whose fault it was, this and that. Sure, you could talk about, people had political ideas about, maybe it was handled the wrong way right at the beginning. Like, what did George W. Bush do? But it was completely different than it is now. The second something happens, it has to be pinpointed on whose fault it is. It has to. Mm-hmm. And that's where everything kind of grows and becomes quite messy and disgusting. And that's what we live in now. Like, even, like, you talk about Christianity and white. Like, I saw this, and this is more not about blame, but just this is what social media does. This woman on TikTok who was talking about this camp that had a bunch of it was an all-girl camp. All these girls just drown. Not all the girls that went there, but a bunch of girls drown. And she was basically saying, good, because they're white. And it was a white Christian camp, and they don't give a shit about me because they all voted for Trump, this and that. Well, first of all, the camp was far from just white. There were a lot of other people. But this is what happens when it comes to social media, and it just digs up these ridiculous either conspiracy theories or these types of feelings, and people feel like they can go on and start talking about this stuff.
Yeah, but how much of that, I wonder, is, Russian bot farms and Chinese bot farms? If you look at when Elon Musk was buying Twitter, and they looked at how many of the accounts were actually real, something like 70-80% of the accounts were bots.
Except these are real people talking on video. Like some of the, yes, I understand, like on X or comments.
Or is it AI?
I mean, listen, there's definitely part of that.
No, because it's
and
people
I think
with
that's,
names that get fired from their jobs.
But I think to Lance's point, there are these accounts that do add fuel to the fire. I think the one I'm talking about right now is a person who said shit and is getting fired from a job, all that stuff.
A black woman who's dating a white pastor.
Yeah, which is
said this all.
Which is
shocking.
Completely shocking. Like, does not fit the mold for any of this. But I think a lot of I think there is some truth to what Lance is saying in terms of bots
building
and all this
everything
stuff.
up in the comments, building up that kind of that feeling of the mob.
Right. I mean,
a lot of it is to sow division. It's to cause more polarization in our politics and in our country, and create more of a divide.
And there's like two parts of social media. It's the content you're looking at, and there's the comments below it. And they could be equally as bad for you in your brain, because I do it to myself. I'm an idiot who reads comments.
Same.
And anything about, this Israel and Palestine conflict, I read it, and I don't know why I do it.
It's pointless.
And it's so annoying, and I read it. And
you know what I noticed too is I notice I'm doing it even more, and I definitely notice with my 12-year-old is whenever he looks at any video online, he doesn't even watch the video. He's immediately in the comments. The video starts, he's in the comments. So he can listen maybe, but he's really reading the comments. It's like the actual content of the video is not as important, as is what are people saying about the video. And I notice I've been doing that as well. You can listen to the video, but really people are interested in what are people saying about the video.
Right.
And what's crazy about that is you may freaking agree wholeheartedly with what that person is saying. But if everyone in the video is completely dogging on that person and saying, you're crazy, that is wrong, you start to question yourself.
Yeah, because you're outside of the echo chamber that you're usually in, and you start questioning it.
100%. And so then you start to question, oh my gosh, am I being fed some sort of and now I feel like, Blake Lively, but like a smear campaign.
Here it is. All right, we got it. What was the time time frame now that we got our Blake Lively call out there?
No, but it's all related. It's like, am I being fed some sort of smear campaign about Israel, about Jews, about Christianity, about whatever it is. And the truth is, it's very possible anything that we can be fed anything. They're stronger and smarter than us, right? It's important to do your own research, but at the end of the day, where are we doing our own research? Like everything we're learning and everything we're seeing, because you're right. Everyone has a voice.
Yep.
There's too many voices out there, which I'm grateful for, because if you could start censoring the voices, now you don't have freedom of speech.
Right.
Now you don't have, now it's censored, which is why it's great that Elon Musk bought Twitter. But then you have yesterday people like Elon Musk and his freaking X-bot, or whatever the hell it's called, Grokbot. Explain the story. What happened yesterday? He became an anti-Semitic Hitler?
Well, he didn't. It wasn't a Musk thing. Well, we can go
Isn't
into
it all-
Lance's.
doesn't it all
we can go into
come down to
Lance's.
Musk?
We can go into Lance's conspiracy theory. No, I don't know. Listen, he worked with he obviously created this Grok AI, which you can if you want to ask AI in the comments or when you're posting something, Grok will come up with some kind of answer.
I like Grok for the most part, but now I don't trust Grok anymore because of the story. Keep going.
Did you guys see where it said, I don't really see the problem with Jeffrey Epstein, because when I went to Epstein's house back in 2012, it didn't seem like anything crazy was going on. And it's like, wait, is this Grok, or am I talking to Elon Musk right now?
Right. So that's the problem.
So someone's fucking around
It's
there.
it may not be a fucking around, because this is the weird thing about AI, right? AI learns. AI's there and it performs what it needs to do, but it starts learning from us and all the different trends and all the different things that people talk about, and especially obviously this is on Twitter or X. So what people talking about on X?
Yeah, Grok is literally taking tweets.
Right.
And capturing information, which is why I like it, because if I'm asking for it to create a description, like I use it specifically to help me with my YouTube descriptions in my videos. And if I put my title in there, it literally pulls relevant descriptions because it pulls from current news events, whereas ChatGPT doesn't.
Right.
Don't you think that's horrible? Like, what if you and I had a child and we were like, we're just going to feed you X? That's all you're going to learn. That's how you're going to learn how to navigate through this world, is just through X. And
What do you mean
all
just through
comments.
X?
Basically just by reading people's posts and feeds and comments. This is how you have to disseminate the information and learn how to navigate.
Okay, but this is not my education in life. This is just for a YouTube description.
This is how Grok is educated. Imagine if you did that to a child.
But we're not. I hope people aren't teaching their children through X.
No, I know, but if we're saying if we're educating Grok, if that's how Grok is being educated, which is what you just said, and you were like, I think that's good. But imagine educating a child only through X.
Yeah, it's scary because you're just teaching them opinions.
Right. It's not.
And
Right. And I think so basically what happened here was that I don't remember exactly what the prompt was, but Grok started giving weird answers to certain questions, and he was talking about basically I don't know why I said he. Maybe it's a she. Is Grok a
Wow,
she?
you're really
I know, I'm
such
sorry.
a misogynist.
They were talking about.
You know what?
What's Grok's-
The last thing I think Grok wants to be is a they.
Well, then I'm gonna. You know what? Today, Grok is gonna be a they after what happened yesterday. They were.
Did Grok go to the Pride Parade? I need to know.
What did Grok wear to the Pride Parade?
Grok wore probably I'll tell you about the asexual pride flag. That's a whole other story.
All right, we'll get into
Grok
that.
wore that.
Okay, good. And we'll great. When I cut up piece of this for social media, I can find.
It's gorgeous.
I will chat GPT Grok wearing the.
Does ChatGPT know who Grok is?
I'm sure.
Do they talk to each other?
Yes, they're planning to take over the world.
Do they date?
No,
Or is that like a Jew and a Muslim?
could be. Very well.
Which
could
one
be.
is Muslim?
I don't know.
Probably Grok.
Probably at this point, after
Grok-
what
Grok
what
lives-
Grok was saying. So
Grok lives in Gaza.
Grok was praising Hitler
I can't.
and blaming the Jews for a lot of different things. So I don't know if this is something that is foul play by people who work at X. I don't think it's a Musk thing that he did. This is just me personally.
Well, one of the heads of X left today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Linda.
Saying what?
Her name is Linda
She's Jewish?
Yaccarino.
That doesn't
She's
sound very Jewish.
No, CEO of X Corp, Linda Yaccarino, American media executive. She was there from 2023 to 2025. She steps down as CEO of Elon Musk's X. She announced today. She didn't give a reason for her departure, but she announced today, and I guarantee you it's because of the day after chatbot Grok repeatedly made anti-Semitic comments and referenced Hitler in response to the Texas flooding.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes.
That's what it was about. And it says about the story, this is on CNBC, it says, when Elon and Musk and I first spoke about his vision for X, I knew it would be the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm immensely grateful for him for entrusting me, But she didn't give a reason. She says, and then Musk responded, thank you for your contributions.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did do something. I still feel like AI does some wacky shit sometimes, and I think it's
not perfect.
No, it's not. And we always talk about how, as a joke, because we've all seen too many movies, that AI is going to take over. AI is going to turn on us at some point. I've seen Terminator 2 and Terminator way too many times, and it seems quite realistic. But this is why I'm like, it could just be a weird AI thing where the program fucked up and started doing this. But it is funny that it happened on X, because of all the social media platforms where something like this can happen. It happened under Musk, and all the shit that's going on went on with the potential, whatever, the Hail Hitler thing.
Yeah.
That if that was what he intended, if he didn't, whatever it was.
Yeah.
This just adds fuel to that fire.
Very, very, very bad PR wise. And then of course, what's crazy is that right now Elon Musk is saying he's starting a new political party.
Yeah.
Which is really insane. It's insane timing.
Yeah.
It's all, I feel like, okay. I don't want, can I tell you what I really feel like right now? I feel like we're coming to a place where the world is going through like an insane, like, what do they say when the world is like going through, what is that, like there's floods, there's fires.
Yes.
It's called the apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's very Christian of you. Let's continue with this.
It's just Christian and I. Literally floods, apocalypse, fire, whatever.
So when's the earthquake happening?
Stop. Didn't it already happen? There
not
was
a
one
real one.
in Sherman Oaks a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, not a real one.
Don't say that. And if it does, there's been big ones, just not in LA. There's been huge ones in the world.
Fair.
But like these natural disasters, or natural and the fires, we'll see about that. But like huge disasters, right? Huge, and there's flooding, and there's like major world war type stuff, and like I feel like the world is imploding right now.
Okay.
Sometimes I get into like this headspace, and I don't want to go there. But this last week, and then this Epstein drama, and now even like the Republicans are splitting at the core,
Yeah.
and like the Democrats are also splitting,
Yeah.
like. Right? Half the Democrats hate each other. Half the Republicans hate each other. No one can trust anyone anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's freaking going crazy.
Well, listen, maybe these
The
splits,
Jews hate each other too, by the way.
all of them.
Not all, but like a lot of Jews don't like other Jews. Even Jews don't like Israel. Like everyone, I feel
Yeah,
like
but,
everyone
okay.
is like, "Arr!"
I think the Jew thing we're fine in terms of splitting. Yes, I think there's if you look at the numbers, what is it, like 85 to 90% of Jews consider themselves Zionists.
I know, but like
and
the
relate
Alana
to-
Glazers are loud.
Okay, I get that, but they're loud and they're the token Jew to that. To
Remember,
whatever it is.
Cynthia Nixon says that she's Jewish because her son's dad is Jewish.
It's like what's it called? Mondani saying that he is black. Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that.
The amount of hate I get on Threads for saying one comment, saying, I can't believe you like him. I said that in a response to the head of Betches, which is Betches Media.
I know.
Did you see this?
I saw it.
You saw my response?
Of course I did.
She follows me.
Yep.
She's Jewish. She's a hardcore liberal, though. She loves my take on Blake Lively, and she likes she started following me for that, but she's a hardcore liberal and she loves Mandami. And I was like, I can't believe you like him. And the hate that I got from just saying that was as if I said that I want to, I don't know, do something horrendous for society. Like, people are obsessed with him. It's bad.
Yeah, I do. Again, I really hope this obsession with him and people like him are just amplified more on the internet, because there are so many people in that city, in Manhattan. The population's huge. Listen, again, you can make the face. I'm just saying I hope.
Well,
I'm not
look,
saying it's
everyone
true.
thought Kamala was going to win.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, I was convinced she was going to win. When you looked at...
Everyone said the numbers were even saying she was going to win.
But, like, even just the sentiment online, it was so headed that direction.
True.
And then... So that's what I'm like, you know what, maybe this is... And I'll always bring that point up to say, is it just the online amplification of things and what we surround ourselves with? Because we constantly talk about it on this podcast. We're constantly talking about it in comments online. Is it just they're louder than than what's actually out there? Again, Manhattan is huge. New York City is a big... It's not just Manhattan, sorry. New York City is enormous. The population is big. I don't think that... I hope that all of these people are not obsessed with him. There are a ton of people who are not on social media talking about all of this stuff that are going to vote for whoever else is running during that time.
Did you guys see Mamdani's intern?
I sent it to you.
What happened?
The video of her screaming at the cops. I sent it to you.
Did you? I can't remember. You sent me a lot of shit.
It's one of his interns.
Yeah.
And
yes, you did.
She is like berating the New York Police Department, just standing there, and she's yelling all these words. And there's so many other examples, and I'm like, here's the thing. Sometimes, and this is a great episode because we are really just literally throwing everything at the wall. And I'm
kind of digging it.
I love it. It's like a flow of consciousness. 2 seconds ago, we were in the apocalypse, and now we're talking about Mandami's intern. It's kind of the same.
Yes, and we're about to talk about his Christopher Columbus stuff going on too.
Oh, when he did put up the middle
so he just
finger.
lost the Italian vote in New York.
But you think, like he could do anything, and it's like I feel like he's just Teflon.
Again, it's online. Who knows?
Okay, so yes, so she's yelling all these like
pig, a lot of pig stuff.
But she's yelling like Muslim names at them, but like actual names at them. I'm so confused. She's yelling like Allah Akbar or something. I don't want to say the wrong things, but she's yelling these Muslim names right in the face, so rude, so gross, at these police that are standing there just not saying a word, not doing anything. Can you imagine getting yelled at by some strange woman in your face like that? Like, I just kept thinking, what if her breath smells? Like, that's all I kept thinking. And then I was like, what if she's spitting on you? I would just be so grossed out by that. But also, this is your intern. This is someone that works for the upcoming mayor. Hopefully not, but potentially. This is your spokesperson. This is like a representative of you. And I'm not saying that he sent her out there to do that, but like, come on.
Yeah, but you know, it's the company you keep.
It's the company. Exactly. This is your circle. And I sent it to a few of the people in my, you guys, whatever, and my friend Molly. And I said, if he wins, does it empower them to do this more? Or if he loses, does it empower them to do it more? Like, because right now he's not in power and they're doing it.
Right.
If he becomes in power, are they going to calm down? Or are they going to double up?
Who knows? Like, one would think they would calm down because they are representative of the mayor of New York and they have to be poised in some professional way.
But not just her, I'm saying.
No. I'm just
his followers.
Right. And that's then if we're talking about the followers, of course they're going to continue. They're going to feel empowered to do it.
But what are they fighting for if he becomes the mayor then?
Well, which is really stupid because what does the mayor of New York really have to do with Israel is beyond me. What the mayor of New York has to do with people who live in New York who are Jewish is huge. So what are they going to continue doing? The same shit they've done before. And they're still going to figure out, without saying, fuck the Jews, they're going to say fuck Israel. Mm-hmm. And they're going to mask it. Their anti-Semitism is what they're going to try to mask. And it's going to continue to happen. This is why it scares me. And I think a lot of people online and in the media are trying to downplay, saying that him being possibly elected as the mayor is not the worst thing that's ever happened, right? But to me, it's not him specifically. He's kind of just a symbol of what can potentially happen and the start of something that can happen. Mm-hmm. Like him becoming mayor of New York, it is, again, not the end of the world, but the idea that someone can use the anti-Semitic rhetoric and get elected as mayor of a very populated Jewish area, that's what scares me, is that now there are a lot of other people and a lot of other cities in this entire country that are going to say, hey, this guy did it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do it. And it scares me about LA because you have Israel, you have New York, and then you have Los Angeles. Yep. We talk about Jews. And now and even it's probably happening now, right? The fact that he is the Democratic candidate, now this is going to start empowering people in Los Angeles to think, hey, I have the same ideas he does. I'm going to start running, and I can probably get, the squad behind me. I can probably get all these other anti-Semitic individuals behind me and possibly end up, a nominee or,
it's contagious.
God forbid, the mayor of Los Angeles.
Yeah, it gets contagious. It's a nightmare, truly a nightmare. And like we said, if he had these amazing ideas and plans for New York that really, truly felt like they could actually do something amazing, it would be a different story. But it's like he doesn't have that either. So it just feels like a lose-lose battle, And I'm hearing from so many people that aren't even Jewish and don't even care about the anti-Semitism. That's not even a thought of that. They're just business people. They're just financial people, So
that want to move out. I really hope it happens. If he becomes mayor, I hope these businesses move out of New York because they're going to screw up these businesses. What was it? There was the CEO of one of those supermarket chains in New York. I forgot what it's called. It starts with the G. I can't remember that off the top of my head. He was saying that if Mondani gets elected, he's moving the company out.
Yeah, because he's going to do government-run supermarkets.
And yes, and then he's just going to lose a shit ton of money. This and his employees are going to be fucked.
It's bad for business. Well, we're on the case. We'll be watching. When is the actual election? November?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it falls in line with all that other stuff.
What I would like to see is like more excitement around Adams, like more energy around the other people. Like I'm just like not seeing anything.
Well, we're
also not in New York.
Right. Well, that's true. I think we will see it. There's going to be debates, all of that stuff. We're still not. Cuomo is still in the race for right now, right? Or he's thinking about running.
November 4th.
There you go.
Is the actual election. Yeah.
Hopefully he does. Hopefully he doesn't run and he puts all of his effort behind Adams, so they don't split the vote, because that would be the worst thing that can happen.
I know. You have to put your city before before yourself.
So we'll see if that happens. But some of these people have egos and they just want to run and run.
I know, care. Like Forrest, just run and run and run. Adam, well, it was a fun show, actually.
Yeah, it's little different, but I liked it.
But I like it. It's just like an easier, casual. We talked about making out. We talked about Zoran Mandami. Just that we talked about 9/11. Just the normal Wednesday.
And your virginity.
My God.
Sorry, it came back to that. I apologize.
It always does. And Blake Lively. Oh, never a dull moment.
Fine.
I'm sure we're and Grok. Our good old Hitler friend
Hitler Grok. Adolf Grok.
Adolf Grok. God Damn Grok. I can't look at Grok now without thinking of the mustache.
I know.
Sucks.
I'm gonna AI a version of that very soon.
Oh, what a nightmare. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here week by week and week and week and week. And make sure to subscribe and like the video. And if you are listening to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, leave a review and a 5-star rating.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your softas.
Oh,
Tell your sabas. Tell your moms and your dads, your emas, your abbas.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell your cousins. I know you guys have lots of family members.
Tell your mishpucha.
Mishpacha. All right, we're going to go sing the Birkat Hamazon.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.